Proportion determines whether the other six principles can function correctly. Without proper proportion, these principles become disconnected efforts rather than expressions of unified movement. The center must initiate every movement for proportion to emerge naturally. When we observe the form, the center turns first, creating a wave that moves outward through the body and limbs. The center initiates the movement, the torso follows, then the arms, and finally the hands and fingers. This center-led movement automatically creates correct proportion because each circle maintains its natural relationship to the innermost circle. If the hands or arms move first, proportion breaks down immediately. The limbs become disconnected from the center, and the other principles cannot function. The center is like the hub of a wheel. When it turns, all the spokes move in perfect proportion to each other. When we bypass the center and move from the periphery, this natural harmony is lost. This center-led wave is like the stone dropped in still water. The initial impulse from the center creates concentric ripples that move outward in perfect timing. Watch how Master Wang's movements seem to originate from an internal source, as if the visible form is merely the final expression of something that began deep within the body's core. The center does not push or force the limbs into position. Instead, it initiates a wave of coordinated movement that travels through the body like energy moving through water. Each part receives this impulse and responds according to its natural timing and distance from the source. This is why the form appears so effortless. The center provides the intention, and the body's wisdom expresses it through proper proportion. Master Wang teaches body proportion through the concept of concentric circles. Imagine looking down at a Tai Chi practitioner from above. 3 circles emanate from the spine, the upper consisting of the shoulders, elbows, and hands moving outward, and the lower consisting of the hips, knees, and feet, with the spine being the innermost common denominator. This creates the globe shape that generates whole body unified power without relying on isolated muscle strength. The principle of circle works through proportion by maintaining the correct size and relationship of each joint's respective concentric circle. Watch how the arms never extend beyond their natural circle, never reaching beyond the front foot, yet never drawing so close to the body that they collapse inward. Each joint maintains its circular integrity while relating proportionally to the others. The largest circle is the entire body's sphere of movement. When these circles maintain their proper proportion relationships, the form appears effortless and unified. Break the proportion between circles, and the movement becomes forced and disconnected. These circles are not rigid geometric forms, but living boundaries that adapt with the practitioner's awareness. Notice how they can expand and contract while maintaining their proportional relationships, like ripples on the water that grow larger or smaller while preserving their perfect circular nature. The arms may draw close to the body in some postures and extend further in others, yet the circular integrity remains constant. This is why Master Wang speaks of the globe shape, a 3-dimensional sphere of energy that can rotate and adjust its size while keeping the practitioner connected at all points. The visible circles of the arms and legs are expressions of this invisible sphere. When practicing, sense the globe of energy surrounding and moving through you, with the physical movements arising naturally from its transformations. True concentration in Tai Chi is not forcing attention onto one part of the body, but maintaining awareness of the whole body proportion simultaneously. Master Wang teaches Yong Yi, using the mind, but this mind use is internal, watching and observing the 7 principles through the entire body rather than projecting intention outward. As you observe the form, notice how Master Wang's attention appears to be everywhere and nowhere specific. This is concentrated awareness on proportion in motion. The mind monitors whether the center is leading and whether the circles are maintaining their relationships, and whether relaxation is allowing natural coordination to emerge. This kind of concentration creates unity rather than tension. Coordination happens automatically when proportion is correct. When the center initiates movement and the circles maintain their proper sizes and relationships, this coordination emerges without conscious effort. Poor coordination indicates broken proportion. If you see the hand arriving before the foot, or the elbow disconnected from the knee, the proportion between the concentric circles has been lost. The remedy is never to try to coordinate the parts by force, but to return to center initiation and proper proportional relationships. It's important to release muscular tension while maintaining structural proportion. This is why Master Wang places so much emphasis on relaxation, or more accurately, song, a quality of looseness that doesn't collapse the body's natural geometry. Look for the characteristic fullness that develops in advanced practitioners. The body appears soft, yet full, like water filling a container, but the proportional relationships remain clear and defined. Tension destroys proportion by forcing the body into unnatural shapes. Because relaxation allows the seven principles to express themselves through the body's inherent wisdom, the center can initiate movement. The circles can maintain their relationships, and coordination can emerge naturally. This only happens when relaxation provides the appropriate medium. Balance in the form involves the constant proportional redistribution of the center between the feet while maintaining the upright integrity. The characteristic 100-0 and 50-50 center distributions of Wang style Taiji are proportional relationships that allow the center to remain free and mobile. Observe how Master Wang never leans or shifts the center itself, but transfers energy through the center while maintaining vertical alignment. This is proportional balance, the relationship between substantial and insubstantial, yin and yang, that allows for smooth transitions and a powerful root. Poor balance indicates that the portion between the upper and lower body, or between the left and the right side, has been compromised. When all seven principles work together through correct proportion, a natural spiral develops throughout the body. This spiral is not forced, but emerges from the center-led movement of properly proportioned circles. It travels simultaneously down through the legs, to the root, and up through the arms to the fingertips, creating a unified field of energy. The tightness of this spiral depends on the precision of the proportional relationships. As the form develops and the circles draw closer to the center while maintaining their harmonious relationships, the spiral becomes more condensed and more powerful. This is how internal power develops, through refined proportion rather than muscular effort. The tightness or openness of the spiral reflects the refinement of our proportional awareness. Beginners may have wide, loose spirals, while advanced practitioners develop spirals that are more compact and powerful, yet equally natural and effortless. When watching the form, look for these indicators of correct proportion. The head remaining centered while the body turns beneath it, the arms moving as if suspended from the center rather than manipulated by the shoulders, the feet connecting to the spine through the live geometry of the legs, and the overall impression of the body moving as one unified organism rather than assembled parts. The form becomes meditation in motion when proportion unifies all principles into one seamless expression of centered, circular, concentrated, coordinated, relaxed, and balanced movement. When watching Master Wang demonstrate the form, Notice how these proportional relationships create an impression of completeness in each moment. There is never a sense that something is missing or that he is reaching for the next position. Each posture emerges from the previous one like a flower blooming, inevitable, natural, and perfectly timed. This quality of completeness in each movement is the fruit of correct proportion. When the seven principles work together through proportional awareness, the form becomes a moving meditation on harmony itself. The practitioner is not doing Tai Chi, they become Tai Chi, expressing the eternal dance of yin and yang through the refined geometry of human movement. Practice with patience, allowing these proportional relationships to develop naturally over time. Like learning to walk or learning to speak, these patterns establish themselves through gentle repetition and mindful attention. Trust the body's wisdom to find its natural harmony when given the proper conditions of centered, circular, concentrated, coordinated, relaxed, and balanced awareness.